Hey guys, welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter One. I'm really enjoying this game so far. The puzzles are pretty fun. They're not too difficult, nothing too crazy that we weren't able to figure out. So right now we're at Stonewood Manor, Sherlock's childhood home where his mother died. And we're gonna go see if we can try to find some clues. Alright, let's go see what's inside. John's already inside.
Home sweet home, Sherry.
Mycroft's umbrella, the only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Okay, so Mycroft's umbrella's here. So it's interesting.
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
Can I open it?
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
I guess not. Let's just scan, see what's here. Something on the stairs, picture.
One of the first things I saw when entering this house as a child. It's like déjà vu.
And I was wondering why it's so empty in here.
There may be a small chance that some of our property could be found among local traders' wares. It is worth a look, wouldn't you say?
Another memory incoming, Sherry.
Strange, I struggle to recall anything about the day we moved in. The only detail I'm sure of is that it was raining early that morning.
So we have to find furniture traders to find our old furniture that has been auctioned off.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
So we probably have to open it by remembering stuff again.
I remember how angry Mycroft was about these marks. He called it a frivolous, childish endeavor.
And I know there's a picture we can look at. Oh, it's not a picture. It's a notice of Violet's death.
Something did happen that day, but no one can tell us the details. How can that be?
Agreed. It's rather suspicious.
So nobody will tell us how she died. There's another door, but I'm sure we can't open it.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
There's nothing in here. Anything here? Nothing. Check upstairs.
I think our family portrait used to hang here.
So somebody bought their family portrait. I guess it was sold on auction. There's another door. I'm sure we can't go in here either.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
They all have this black residue on them, I guess. And once we remember, that residue disappears and we can go inside. Is there anything here? Nothing, just the door. And I know we can't go in here either.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
All these doors are important, but we can't go inside. So we have evidence we can pin. So let's remember our first day.
Our mother brought a slew of belongings with her. She refused to leave a single thing in London. Mycroft had to spend the whole day dealing with it. This trip was a challenge for our mother. I tried to help her. There was always a hat on our stand, but I'm sure it did not belong to Mycroft.
Do you feel it? Is it the air shimmering, or is it my imagination?
What is this? So the Mycroft here, maybe. Sherlock and John. Who else could it be? An old man. But we know it wasn't Mycroft, so it was the old man, probably. Yeah, Sherlock said he was trying to help his mom. So that would seem right. What else? This would seem correct. Validate. Maybe not. I think this is right.
Your neighbors will be told that Mrs. Holmes is suffering from tuberculosis. It is common to move closer to the sea in such cases.
Thank you, Dr. Richter. No, Sherlock, step away from her. Upstairs, go to your room.
Lean on me, Mother. Take your time.
Actually, I never heard her coughing. I remember now.
Oh, I feel dizzy. It's stuffy in here, isn't it?
John, are you all right?
I'll be okay in a minute. How about we find our room in the meantime?
So find our room. So now I'm sure he's just his imaginary friend. Because he lived with Sherlock when he was little, but Sherlock has one brother who's Mycroft. Here is our room.
Look at this. It's like traveling 10 years into the past with a single step. Oddly satisfying.
There's lots of stuff here we can look at.
Coal dust from Miner's End, sandy dirt from the old city. We scoured the island top to bottom for these soil samples.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity. The only fiction book on my table. I can still hear my mother reading it to me. So many pleasant evenings were spent here with the Encyclopedia Americana.
I don't know many kids who love to read the encyclopedia.
Interesting. What's that over there?
So we found a key.
This doorknob has a cross-shaped end. Too intricate to be merely a handle.
You know what? That definitely looks like a key. Let's poke around and see if we can find any secrets.
A magnificent tool made for a spurious purpose, staring into the sky. I've definitely found a better use for it.
You mean for spying on people?
Our old toy box. Let's see what toys we have.
An artifact from Palau carved out of bone and claimed to be 300 years old. My mother proved it was a fake. My very favorite plaything. It was the perfect pirate treasure. Cannot believe all my toys are still here.
Hey, they were not just yours, they were half mine too.
Because you're imaginary.
Oh, it reminds me of our neighbour. He had the same balloon in his yard, only bigger. Do you remember?
Yes, we visited him several times while living here.
The new mind place. So we'll have to go to our mind place and see what we can figure out from there.
Oh, these must be the notes of my earliest observations. We wanted to locate a particular dog we'd spotted, and we met it, didn't we? I'll never forget how challenging it was to obtain this simple sketch.
So did we get everything?
Need to repeat this one day, but with bullets.
I think we looked at everything, almost.
Look at this, John. Remember how desperately I wanted to learn the violin? I never had a proper opportunity.
Such a shame. I always hated the rule about being silent in this place.
Okay, let's go to our mind place. We have a wooden handle, so we'll use that somewhere. John remembered that we had a hidden treasure somewhere in our room, and he dares me to find it. Okay, let's find the hidden treasure. I might have to go to my mind place first. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, my imaginary friend John. So he is imaginary. John has been my friend since childhood. I cannot remember a time without him. He cannot accept that only I can see him. Police reports about my mother's death are missing. Mother died of tuberculosis. But she didn't have the tuberculosis. A friendly neighbor. So there's not much. I'll probably combine these two. Mycroft hid the truth about the death of our mother and lied when he told me that she died of tuberculosis. Okay, what else can we find? Maybe John knows something about the neighbor? No. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's see what hidden treasure we can find. It's a pretty gloomy room for a child's room, but I guess those were different times. Oh, I looked at this, right? Yeah.
This time I was first to pick beds. This one's mine now.
Yeah, I have to go to my mind place apparently. Oh, wooden handle. Maybe that opens something. Right here we go.
Perfect match. My small archive of crime clippings. Maybe I should pick up this habit again. Made of cherry wood, father's favorite. Still has a faint odor of tobacco, one of the few things on this island that smell like home.
I knew you'd find it in no time.
Oh, so that was a thing we could win. A bet with John, I guess. So is there anything else in the mind place that we need to do? Because it keeps showing that on the screen. Maybe John knows something about missing records. Oh, friendly neighbors stole the missing records, or maybe he has them. While there are no records about my mother's death, we had a family friend on Cordona. He may know something. Okay, that makes sense.
Wasn't that neighbor missing a finger?
That does sound vaguely familiar. Wasn't his name, Theodore? Theodore Gilden, perhaps?
It's the perfect time to investigate.
Okay, let's go find Theodore. It's already dark outside. So where could Theodore live? Maybe I have to ask somebody about Theodore.
Help me, please.
No, sir. I don't know anything about that.
Okay, I thought you were a police officer, but I was wrong. Maybe this guy's a police officer.
May I ask for your assistance?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
John, you're not helping at all. I think I have to go to the archives.
Is even
So he would be a witness, maybe. District we know is Grand Surrey. Crime, violent crime. Okay, he used to live in one of the neighboring houses near the Greek Bridge. He had a gas balloon in his yard. So I should have read that earlier. So we need to go to the Greek Bridge.
He's even putting up posters, poor man. Losing it may be the death of him.
There's the Greek Bridge. So let's go to the manor. Go towards the bridge. And the bridge will be this way. Okay, which way is the bridge? Right. And looking for balloons in someone's yard. Okay, so there's a balloon. So let's go over there. Oh, snap. That, oh man, I actually have chills going through my body right now. Can I investigate?
Oof, a contortionist you were not. Disjointed vertebrae. Difficult to say if it was a way to start or finish him off. A belt from a dressing gown. Curious.
A dressing gown?
A kneecap reduced to splinters.
Yeah, his knee is really messed up. And his hand is twisted weirdly. There's something here. I just saw it. There you go. His finger's cut off. Or he's missing a finger.
A missing pinky, middle-aged. It's none other than Theodore Gilden.
Oh boy, Sherlock. Another death means another question.
And we shall answer the question. It's far too interesting to give it up to the police.
So this is our neighbor that we were looking for, who we were hoping would have some answers for us. And somebody killed him. Is there any more evidence we can find here? So there was an elephant here.
Poke the elephant with this? Really? People are hopeless.
They were training elephants? Chain.
A strong pull broke this leash. A pool of blood and saliva, possibly as a result of impact.
Sherlock, take a picture of the footprint. It's valuable evidence. This photograph can help us find the old article about the elephants. The front page was fascinating. It was hard to believe as a child.
True. We may need it in our investigation.
So it's possible the elephant broke loose and just trampled over Theodore. Poor guy, but we don't know that yet.
A royal suite for a favorite pet.
Plenty of food to satisfy even the most fastidious.
Ball for the elephant to play with. I did not expect to see Theodore that way when we walked in here. I gotta admit, it was pretty freaky.
An amount of attention that most can only dream of.
Oh, no, we can go inside. No, we can't. It's locked. I wonder if we should report this crime to the police. We probably should. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here that we've missed. Seems we got everything. We looked at everything that we needed to. So we have to go and find the article that about elephants, I guess. So that would be at a newspaper. Maybe there's something here.
A coal gas tank, enough to pump up an airship.
Cigarette. Oh, that's a knife. Looked like a cigarette from the ground.
A sailor's knife useful for cutting wet and thick ropes.
Sailor's knife.
A sailor's knife useful for cutting wet and thick ropes.
Okay. Already got this. Why is it yellow? Okay. Am I missing something? No. Okay, maybe it's something on the knife. There's got to be something else.
It's seen a lot of use. The blade is worn from grinding.
Okay, so we got the knife.
Fresh signs of impact. A rough landing led to an altercation with this shed.
Oh, there's something over here. Okay, so this was the elephant, I'm sure. No, those kinds of injuries, he had to trample him. So that would make sense. The elephant runs away. This guy falls. The only thing is this correct? The elephant trampling him here. Let's see.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Well, I thought that was correct.
In a fit of rage, the elephant broke the chain and threw its victim on the ground with a fierce power. Escaping the scene, it pulled the body with it, but dropped it at the gate. At least some of this was witnessed by a third party who was hurled against the shed. The elephant can't have gone too far. I can still track it.
I suppose you find it. Then what? Push it all the way back to the manor?
Let's track the elephant. So the elephant killed this guy. What a way to go. That had to hurt.
Destruction and trampled ground.
So the elephant went this way. Oh, these people must have seen something. Let's ask them about it.
Help me, please.
That's a question I can answer.
The elephant named Goliath crossed the Greek bridge in the direction of the forest where Theodore used to walk it. So he crossed the bridge. Let's go across the bridge. There we go.
The elephant barged into this cart of olive oil.
What if we're lucky and he slipped and fell somewhere along the way?
I never thought I'd be tracking an elephant in Sherlock Holmes. But here we are. Let's read it. So that was from Theodore.
Okay, hear me out. If an elephant falls in the forest and there's no one around to...
John, no.
Oh, you're such a killjoy.
I was just thinking the same thing. I thought Theodore Gilden was brutally murdered by somebody and we were gonna have to solve it, but I did not expect it to be by his own elephant. Where did this elephant hide? What is this, water? Alright, so we lost the elephant, I think. Oh, there's a robe.
Strange. It was hung with care. The game has escaped us for now. We'll find a solution to the elephant problem later.
So the governor of Cordona wrote to Theodore about his tree, that it's a mockery. Oh, I died? I think I died. Okay, I didn't expect to die like that. Just walking into the water. So we have a key to his house. To Theodore's house. So let's go inside. So the governor wrote to Theodore that Theodore was not well enough trained to train his elephant. That somebody else should be doing it. And he wasn't happy about the tree in Theodore's yard either. So we're gonna go investigate Theodore's house. Oh, excuse me. I just bumped that little girl. Where are we? Wait. There's the Greek bridge. I'm going the wrong way. So we're gonna go and see what we find in Theodore's house. I'm sure there's gonna be lots of evidence. Okay, so there's the house. Oh, the police is here.
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
I don't know.
This young lady has a childish interest for her age. I can always recognize the spirit of a true artist.
So this is the front door? Yeah, but we're gonna go investigate upstairs.
You? Who are you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. Theodore Gilden was...
Did you kill him? Did you kill the elephant?
It's not in the yard anymore. It escaped into the forest.
You can't let it go. What if it returns?
I highly doubt that, Miss...
Imogen Gilden. Please, I beg of you, find that dreadful beast that killed my father.
I suppose we do need to learn what happened. Can you tell me what happened? From the very start.
I was here, so I didn't see how it began. My father visits the enclosure every morning to wake up Goliath. Today, I heard the elephant scream. I've never heard such a horrifying sound. My heart stopped. I knew something was wrong. I looked through my window and saw how it lifted my father up by his neck. I rushed downstairs. I saw it dragging my father as if he were a doll. I threw stones at it. It dropped my father's body and charged outside, screaming. Its roar was almost human. I was frightened, so I ran inside and hid here.
Well, it was the most probable outcome, living with a giant wild animal such as that.
How can you be so cold? Goliath murdered my father, Mr. Holmes. He mustn't be allowed to get away with it.
Well, thank you for the information, Miss Gilden. I did have some questions for your father. Perhaps you might help me with them?
I wasn't privy to much of my father's life, and it's very hard to think of anything at all with Goliath still loose. Please, Mr. Holmes.
Very well. Do you mind if I ask you more questions if I find anything that might help?
Anything to catch that monster.
Miss Gilden, I was on this island 10 years ago, and your father knew my mother. I believe I even had the opportunity to ride that balloon outside, but I do not recall seeing you.
I lived at my late mother's in Sheffield at the time. I'm in no spirit to reminisce right now. The elephant is out there.
You've never heard the name Violet Holmes before? Perhaps your father...
Please, Mr. Holmes. With that beast roaming free, I can't think of anything.
Very well. Had Goliath been aggressive before?
It's dangerous, but it was never aggressive near my father. My father would do anything for Goliath. All the elephant had to do was clap its ears.
You envied him, the elephant, I mean?
Our house is called the House of Ivory. I've heard some people refer to me as the Ivory Girl, and my room stinks of the animal, as if it's me who lives in a pen and not Goliath. It's not envy, Mr. Holmes. It's just incredibly difficult to live like this.
Did you observe anyone else in the yard? Any of your servants, perhaps?
Servants? Do you imagine that we would have any with Goliath? No one wishes to work in this house, even for double pay. I didn't see anyone else. Only my father and that diabolical beast.
Okay, so we know that somebody else was there. Alright guys, it looks like we need to find some more information about the elephant to gather more information about the death of our mother. So we're gonna do that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time.